How's it going, everybody? Desir here, and we have our round 2 matchup for Cosmic Crucible. I definitely apologize for getting these videos out later than I usually do. I've been very busy as far as getting other type of videos done for this channel, as you may have noticed. Make sure to check those out. Give me feedback if you like how I'm doing those blog videos and some of the other videos that I've been doing. I'm always open for criticism, as you know. As far as the video today, my opponent is going to be Rizzle. Let's go ahead and check out their TCP and what their defense is to see what we're going against today. Rizzle is 113 million TCP, so this is going to be a slight punch up, nothing too crazy. However, the defense is actually pretty good and they're a very good player. Let's go ahead and check out the defense to see what we're going against today. In stage 1, they are using their Hive Mind along with the Black Knight. They do have Spider-Man Noir in there, so he's going to be able to go first, kind of set the momentum as far as the pace of how the match will be. For stage 2, they're using Out of Time with the Pre-Titan Sasquatch along with Dr. Doom. For stage 3, they have their Annihilators with Super Skrull. For stage 4, they have their Orchis team with Dorm. For stage 5, they're using their X-Treme X-Men with Rogue. And for stage 6, they're using their Spider Society with Mephisto in that room. Let's go ahead and start the attacks. For stage 1, we're going to use our Cabal team with Archangel and Lizard. Now we do have them all as strikers, however Lizard we are keeping as that raider. That way you can go turn 1, set the tone as far as getting the crits out there to get that Cabal team moving. Lizard will be going first in this matchup. We're going to start by using the ultimate into the Black Knight, and we do get several crits, and all of the striker hits are going to come in for the assist. Void Knight's going to target the Lizard and use the ultimate. All the assists come in, and we do end up losing the Lizard due to all of those attacks. For Iron Patriot's turn, we're going to stay targeted on the Black Knight, and we're going to use the special. The assists start to come in, and we are able to get the kill on the Black Knight due to the striker hit. For Nameless turn, we're going to target the Red Goblin and use the ultimate. We get all of the kills on this, and now the Archangel gets the pings, and Archangel is able to finish off that Spider-Man Noir. For stage 3, we're going to use our Mercs for money. We're adding in Ultimus and Apocalypse on here. Apocalypse is going to help as far as getting the safeguard off of the Gladiator, and Ultimus is going to be able to ult on turn 1 to try to flip those positive effects. Ultimus will be going first in this matchup. We're going to use the ultimate into the Gladiator, and we are able to flip those positive effects into negative effects. For Old Man Logan's turn, we're going to end up using the special into the Gore. That way we can get the stun on him. So right here, the Super Skrull does end up using the ultimate, and that does end up taking out the Apocalypse. We did end up losing 1 life off of the Old Man Logan, so we need to be careful on this type of matchup. Things can go sideways pretty quick. The Panople's going to end up targeting the Gladiator and uses the ultimate, and now that it's Old Man Logan's turn, we're going to target the Gore and use the ultimate on him. It is back to Old Man Logan's turn. We're going to end up targeting the Gladiator, and we're going to use the basic. That does end up getting the kill on the Gladiator from that. For Pandapool's turn, we're going to target the Super Skrull and use the special. The assist is going to come in from the Old Man Logan to get some extra damage on him. Now Old Man Logan's going to use the special into the Super Skrull, and we get a very nice rebound chain coming. And now all that's left is Silver Surfer, and we get the victory from this. For stage 5, we're going to end up using our Superior 6 team, and we're adding in Vulture. The good thing about Vulture here is that he's going to be able to take that speed off, so that way this makes the matchup much easier. Vulture will be going first. We're going to target the Nightcrawler and use the special. That's going to put the slows on Rogue, Nightcrawler, and Cyclops. For Green Goblin Classic's turn, I'm going to target the Cyclops and use the ultimate. The main reason for that is because he had a vulnerable on him, so I've been able to get that striker hit. For Kraven's turn, we are stuck on the Rogue, so we are going to have to use the special on her, so we do get the ability block on her, and we got a kill from the Cyclops. Now Forge did end up getting pushed because we killed the Cyclops, so he did end up using the ultimate, and he ended up getting the Cyclops summoned back out there. Doc Ock can use the special to summon out the Shocker. And for Spider Slayer's turn, we're going to use that special into the Rogue. We got some nice AoE damage out there. For Vulture's turn, we end up using the ultimate. That is a nice turn meter rewind, and we were able to kill the Forge. Shocker's going to end up using the special, so we got that offense up on the entire team. And now Shocker's going to use the ultimate, so we can get a little bit of a turn rewind. The Gambit Pings did end up taking out the Spider Slayer. Vulture's going to end up using the basic into the Rogue. And Green Goblin Classic's going to use that special into the Rogue as well. So we got a nice turn meter rewind on her and some pretty good damage. Kraven's going to use the ultimate, however the evades did end up protecting the enemy team, but we were at least able to knock those evades off. Doc Ock's going to end up using the ultimate, and here Gambit does end up using the ultimate as well. So at this point, I'm thinking that I'm pretty much going to end up losing this matchup, so I'm just going to try to do as much damage as I can. So Vulture's going to use that special. And Green Goblin Classic's going to end up using the basic into the Nightcrawler. We were able to get a striker hit into him as well. Right here, the Rogue ends up using the special, so we were at least able to pull that ability off of her. For stage 6, we're going to end up doing 2 burn attacks into this room. The first one's going to be the Invaders, the second one's going to be the Bifrost. We're basically trying to pull as many abilities as we can, and then we're going to get that 2 exhaust mechanic on the Mephisto, and we're going to clean that up with our Secret Defenders with the Eternals. Ms. Marvel Hardlight will be going first. We're going to target the enemy Ghost Spider and use the ultimate so we can get a turn meter rewind on Spider-Man Pavitra, Ghost Spider, and Mephisto. Black Cat's going to target the Peter B. Parker and use the special, so we were able to get the trauma stun on him. Ghost Rider Robbie's going to target the Spider-Man Pavitra and use the special, so we were able to get the ability block on Pavitra. Icarus is going to use the ultimate, so we were able to flip all those positive effects into negative effects along with getting that turn meter rewind. Cersei's going to target the Mephisto and use the ultimate to get the vulnerable on him, and another turn meter rewind. Ghost Rider Robbie ends up doing the ultimate, and we were able to get a kill on the Ghost Spider. Black Cat uses the ultimate into the Penny, so we got a turn meter rewind on her and some very good damage. Now we're going to tunnel down the Mephisto. We got the kill on Mephisto, now we're going to turn our attention to the Peter B. Parker and try to take out who we can. This team is very good at dismantling the Spider Society and getting nice victories with the double stack into the Mephisto. For stage 4, I'm going to end up bringing my new warriors with the Guardian into the Orchis team with Dorm. Now this one here doesn't go quite as planned. Having the Dorm in here to give them the extra revives is kind of a hassle. So we're going to try to see what happens in this matchup and see how we can improve on this one. The Scientist Supreme ends up going first here and uses that ultimate. That ends up pushing the entire team to go faster, and that also causes Lady Deathstrike to use the ultimate first. She ends up targeting Firestar and basically takes out Firestar due to bleeds along with Guardians, so I'm already playing behind the 8-ball here. Gwenpool ends up using the special to flip the taunt off the Sentinel, and Deathpool's going to target the Nimrod and use the special so we can spread those negative effects to the adjacent allies. I want to try to get as many kills as I could here. Cloak ends up doing the ultimate into the Nimrod, and I was hoping having Gwenpool use the ultimate would try to get that permakill on the Nimrod, however that didn't happen here. I was able to get to Deathpool's ultimate to where I can do a permakill. I opted to take out the Scientist Supreme because I knew I would end up losing this matchup. Having the Scientist Supreme get knocked out of this matchup and not having to worry about the follow-up attack is going to make it to where the follow-up is going to be much easier. Especially having the Dorm be lower health to where they're not going to have that revive once. For the cleanup into this team, I am going to end up bringing the full Hive Mind team. I'm going to try to feed off of the Sentinel bots to try to get that turn meter, and have that exhaust mechanic on the enemy is going to make it to where that's going to be a lot easier to start pushing the enemy so that way we can get that turn meter. Void Knight will be going first in this matchup. We're going to start by using the ultimate into the Sentinel that spawns in, and that does end up killing the Nimrod, and we're able to get a push on the Sentinel as well. Carnage is going to use the ultimate into the Lady Deathstrike, and Gwenum's going to use the ultimate as well. That ends up killing the Dorm, and we get some more kills, so we keep that turn meter going. Venom's going to use the special into the Lady Deathstrike, and Red Goblin's going to finish this off by using the ultimate. We get the kill on the Sentinel, and Lady Deathstrike ends up bleeding out. For stage 2, I want to see how the Masters of Evil with Spider-Man Big Time would do here. My thought process was using the ultimate from Spider-Man Big Time so we can try to get off the Sasquatch and flip those buffs, and then from there we should be able to try to target who we want. However, that doesn't go quite as planned in this fight. The issue with this matchup is that the Masters of Evil is going first, so that does end up throwing off my calculations. Titania does end up using the ultimate into the Sasquatch here. For Kang's turn, I messed up here by using the special. I wasn't expecting to do as much damage as I did to the Dr. Doom, so that does end up pushing him, and we basically lose the matchup just from that. What I should have done was use the basic into the Sasquatch, then from there I'd have more control into the Dr. Doom. So I did end up misplaying this, so we're going to back out and try something else. The team that I'm adjusting this into is going to end up being our Tangled Web with Kestrel, Ironman Infinity War, and Nova. The 2099 is going to be able to ult on turn 1 so we can get off the Sasquatch, and then from there we're going to have enough control to where we can control this matchup and get the victory. 2099 is going to end up going first. We use the ultimate into the Sasquatch, so we are able to strip a lot of those positive effects. Spiderweaver is going to end up using the ultimate into the Sasquatch, and for Nova's turn, we end up using the special. Again, that does end up pushing the Dr. Doom, but we have Kestrel in here to negate all of the Doombots from coming in. Because we have the charges on Spiderweaver, we're able to avoid all these attacks coming in at us from the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Now Kestrel's going to use the special into the Captain America, so we got some defense downs out on the enemy. And now it's back to Spiderweaver's turn. We're going to end up using the ultimate into the Peggy Carter, so we got the trauma stun on her. Ironman and Infinity War is going to use the special, so we get the ability block on the Cosmic Ghost Rider, and we get a very nice rebound chain. For 2099, we use the special into the Captain America, so we got the ability block on Cap, and we were able to hit some adjacent targets. Kestrel's going to use the ultimate into the Cosmic Ghost Rider, and we did get the kill on him. Ironman Infinity War is going to use the ultimate, so we got some nice AoE damage, and now we just have to worry about taking out the Cap and Peggy. All of the damage output is taken away, so this is going to be a very easy cleanup from here. For stage 5, we're going to bring in our Masters of Evil with Dr. Doom into that X-Treme X-Men with Rogue. This should walk over this team as far as the cleanup goes. Titania will be going first in this matchup. We're going to target the enemy Nightcrawler and use the ultimate, and that does end up killing him right off the bat. For Kang's turn, we're going to target the Gambit and use the special, and that is able to get the slows on the enemy team. For Moonstone, we're going to end up targeting the Rogue and we use the ultimate, so that way we can get the stun on Rogue and we get a nice turn meter rewind. Absorbed Man's going to target the Gambit and we use the ultimate. Because we have that stun on the Rogue, Gambit's going to be my main priority kill target. Titania uses the special into the Gambit and we get the kill, and now Kang is able to finish off Rogue by doing the basic and we got the victory. We unfortunately lost this matchup because we dropped 5 attacks, our opponent only dropped 4 attacks. Even if this matchup did end up going to efficiency, I'm not sure if I would have out-efficiencyed them. We end up getting a 48,172, while our opponent got a 48,575. It would be a matter if I would have been able to make up the turn bonus due to not having that follow-up attack going into them. So I think that they still would have gotten me on this one. But let's go ahead, check out the defenses to see what exactly happened here. For stage 1, we end up using that Cabal, Archangel, Lizard team into the Hive Mind Black Knight. We got a pretty good efficiency score of 8367. For stage 2, we end up dropping the matchup by using that Masters of Evil Spider-Man Big Time because I miscalculated the turn order. We were able to back out and save the team, and then we went in with that Tangled Web, Kestrel, Ironman Infinity War, Nova. We were able to get the victory with the 7964. For stage 3, we end up using our Mercs for money, Apocalypse, and Ultimus into the Annihilators Super Skrull team. We had a fairly bad efficiency score with the 8359. For stage 4, we end up dropping the attack by using our new warriors into the Orchis Dorm team. We were able to clean that up by using our Hive Mind. This got us a 7964. For stage 5, we end up dropping the attack by using that Superior 6 team into the Extreme X-Men Rogue. Having me push and kill the Cyclops early definitely cost us on this one, so we did have to come in with a cleanup, which we used that Masters of Evil with Dr. Doom. This got us a 7955. For stage 6, we end up doing the 2 burn attacks into the Spider Society Mephisto. We were able to finish this off by using our Secret Defenders with the Eternals. This got us a 75-63. As for our defenses, our opponent ended up using their Superior 6 Vulture team into our X-Treme X-Men dorm. This got them an 83-64. For Stage 2, our opponent ended up using their Cabal team, Archangel, and Ultimus into our Weapon X Out of Time team. This got them an 83-68. For Stage 3, our opponent used their Mercs for Money with Apocalypse into our Annihilators Super Skrull team. This got them an 83-57. For Stage 4, our opponent ended up doing the 2 burn attacks into our Spider Society Mephisto. They were able to finish that off by using their own Secret Defenders with the Eternals. This got them a 75-63. For Stage 5, our opponent ended up using their Masters of Evil with Spider-Man Big Time into our Infinity Watch. This got them an 83-65. For Stage 6, our opponent ended up dropping 2 attacks into our Illuminati Black Knight. They were able to finish that off by using their own full Illuminati after sacking it, and this got them a 75-58. Rizzle did a fantastic job as far as taking my defense out. They did end up dropping 4 attacks, so I definitely had a chance at getting the victory on this one. However, I had a few misplays. The Orchis team's definitely been surprising me as far as how they're doing on defense. Initially, I was thinking that New Warriors would be able to walk over it, or trying to get a speed Hive Mind team going into it. The issue is that because of these power creep that these new meta tunes have, it's kind of difficult to really get ahead of them, especially with the damage output that they can do. So hopefully we can find a more efficient counter in the future on that Orchis team. Now if you did end up enjoying this video, please remember to give this video a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.